Shields up, my fellow Ironbreakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World. And you guys know something in Portugal? We have this song. It goes a little something like Eu tenho dois amores, que nada são iguais, which roughly translates to I have these two loves that are not quite the same. And all this is just a big roundabout way of letting guys know that I've been playing a whole bunch of Final Fantasy 14 recently. They just came up with a new patch, so if you guys are interested in 14 at all, make sure to follow my other channel, which is dedicated pretty much to Final Fantasy 14 and other things related to Final Fantasy. And also make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/Rurikhan because sometimes I also stream on there. But anyway, let's get right back into the topic of this video, all shameless plugs aside and all that. And today we're going to be talking about upcoming events because I realize that a lot of people are like, oh man, Fatalis is the last patch, last quest, last monster, last everything. So Fatalis is done, everything's done, we're all gone, moving on, next game, etc., etc. But there's still another event coming. There's still another event coming, which is the Fun Fright Fest, if I remember correctly the name. I don't remember the name of the event, but I was looking up the specific events that are going to be coming with this to let you guys know. All of this stuff is coming tomorrow night. So Thursday, the timing is going to change depending on your time zone. The British Standard Time is going to be 1 a.m. It's technically not Thursday night, it's Friday mega morning, like super mega early on Friday, 1 in the morning on Friday. But convert that to whatever you want, 1 a.m. Friday, convert that to your local time zone, whatever. But basically, I'm going to be live streaming that here on YouTube because, you know, it's a new Monster Hunter event. There's going to be a bunch of new stuff. We're going to have Tempered Velkhana and all that jazz. So I figured I'd let you guys know that event is happening, that stream is happening, and what events you guys should be focusing on during the Fun Fright Fest, whatever. So to get the ball rolling, just remember, because we always seem to get these questions, so I always like to talk about them early on so that people know what to do when the event starts. Because people are like, how do I get the VIP tickets for the Fun Fright event, whatever, right? That's always the question. People are always asking, how do I get the VIP tickets though? And listen, guys, it's real easy. You don't have to do anything. You just have to play the game, do any quest, and there's a chance of you getting a VIP ticket. If you also go and you do SOSs, you can still get a VIP ticket, okay? Just playing the game normally and doing random quests will get you a chance for the VIP ticket. If, however, you want to make sure that you have a higher chance of getting a VIP ticket, then what you want to do is you want to do your dailies. And I mean, dailies, bounties, whatever you want to call them. It's all the same. Basically, you know, during events, we get additional quests every single day. You go to the resource center, you pick up all of the, you know, the daily bounties. You complete all daily bounties. It's going to give you enough of the Fun Fright tickets to craft the regular Fun Fright armor. I don't know exactly what it's going to be called, but there's going to be a new armor set that you will be able to craft using the tickets that you get from doing your daily bounties. You craft that particular bit of armor, and then you equip that armor. That's going to give you, with the 5-piece set bonus, it is going to give you an increased chance of getting the VIP tickets for that particular festival. And if you really want to hardcore grind VIP tickets, that is how you do it. You equip those 5 pieces, make a set around them, you know, figure it out, and then go do quests, and that's a higher chance of you getting the VIP tickets that a lot of people are going to want. And you're going to be needing the VIP tickets. Usually I think it's about 5 of them in order for you to craft the relevant layered armor for that specific festival. But anyway, now that that is out of the way, because I know that a lot of people are going to be asking about that, you'll also use those tickets, by the way, the regular ones from the daily bounties, I believe. You'll use those to craft new Palico armor as well. So keep that stuff in mind. I don't know the exact details. I'll probably make a video explaining a little bit more about this once the event hits. But, you know, that's going to be the gist of the festivities for when it comes to crafting that armor, getting the layered armor, getting all that jazz. Now, I want to talk about the actual events that you want to be focusing on. So for starters, the USJ events are still live. So if you haven't done the USJ events, I made a whole video talking about those. You might want to check out that video where I talk specifically about everything that you can get, and I math out like it's complicated. I add all of the different tickets that you need to get. I mathed it out. I'm a goddamn genius. No, but seriously, you might want to check out that other video if you want to know more about USJ, because I tell you all of the USJ rewards that you can get, all of the item pieces and all of that jazz. But either way, USJ events are still going to be live during this event. So if you still haven't gotten around to doing those, you might want to get them done just to get the layered armors and get the specific armors and whatnot, because I think the armor is actually also pretty decent if you still need to make a true crit element set, right? But anyway, USJ. Then probably the most important, the pièce de résistance, the biggest thing about this patch, I would say, is going to be, I mean, it's not really a patch because everything's in game already. Most likely, if you're on PC, you might have even already seen it through mods and whatnot. But, you know, I don't like to report on leaks and whatnot, so I'm not going to be talking about that. But basically, the most important event is the place where winter sleeps, and it is Tempered Velkhana, as you would expect. Now, this is going to give you special tickets that will allow you to craft the Velkhana Gamma set, which again, I believe it's probably been spoiled already. I haven't looked it up, so please don't tell me. I shouldn't have said this in the video. I know that people are going to spoil the crap out of it in the comment section, so maybe steer clear of the comment section if you also don't want to get spoiled to what this particular set does, and I will do an armor review. If I actually manage to beat Tempered Velkhana, I'll do an armor review during the live stream like we usually tend to do and talk about the set and all of jazz and all that jazz. And there will be a couple of more things that you'll be able to use these tickets for. They don't really go into details on the event itself, but I would predict that it would be stuff like the Critical Eye 5 charm, maybe the Earplugs 5 charm, and maybe a couple of more things, maybe like a pendant or something like that. But basically, you can expect to be grinding a little bit of Tempered Velkhana if you want to craft her set, and her set is going to be important. I can already see that a lot of players are going to be like, oh, but the Fatalis armor is like the best thing ever. Yes, but the Velkhana set brings a very unique skill with it, assuming that that skill is going to be passed forward, which we have no reason to believe that it is not. But the Velkhana set, the Gamma set, will be bringing Frostcraft with it, and it will be one of the few sets that will kind of stand up to Fatalis, providing a different playstyle, a unique playstyle that Fatalis cannot provide with that very early burst damage, particularly for, you know, crit draw great swords and stuff like that. Even though I also played Frostcraft Sword and Shield back a couple of months ago, and that was fun as hell. So yeah, I predict that I will want to make this set, and I will want to play around with it for an alternative to Fatalis, which is it's gonna be nice to not have Fatalis be as dominant. It'll still dominate a lot of sets, and I realize that a lot of people in the community, you guys are perfectly fine with Fatalis set. I'm sorry, I thought that most people, you know, also wanted to have more variety, but you know, that's fine. I'm wrong, mea culpa, whatever. It's not like I care too much about it either way, right? I would prefer there to be more variety, but if it's not, that's cool too. I still love the game, whatever. Anyway, a couple of more events that we are going to be having during this next update. It is going to be the Kadachi Twins. That's a new event, and you will be able to, you'll basically have to fight both of the Tobi Kadachi, so Viper Tobi Kadachi and regular Tobi Kadachi, in the arena, and the reward for doing that is going to be the Kadachi Scarf Layered Armor, which is a scarf that looks basically like a plushy Kadachi all over your character's neck. So if you want to get that bit of layered armor, this is one of the quests that you'll want to do. And I also believe from the picture that I saw on the Japanese Twitter that the Viper Tobi Kadachi is going to be a golden crown because he's so much bigger than the regular Tobi Kadachi, unless that was just a coincidence for that screenshot that they took. But I think that might be a thing. They usually like to play with different monster sizes in these quests, so it is what it is. Anyway, then we have Tears from Nirvana, and this is going to be for you to fight against a Black Veil Valhazak, and you'll be able to craft the Skull Scarf Layered Armor. There is a picture also that I got from the Japanese Twitter. Can't really see the scarf all that well because it's pretty tiny on your character, but it should give you guys a nice idea of what this looks like. Then we have the Mighty Muscle Monkey Madness. There's gonna be 2 Furious Rajangs in the arena, baby. Gonna fight 2 Furious Rajangs in the arena? I'm sure that'll be a hell of a lot of fun. What could possibly go wrong? But that will give you the buff body gamma layered armor, which is going to make your character swole like hell. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then this is one of the quests that you will want to be doing. Now, there's a couple of quests that were not in the official calendar, but they should be coming according to the Monster Hunter Twitter, which is a farewell to Zenogra, which is also in the arena. And considering that this was basically came off of like them announcing which were the most hunted and least hunted monsters for Iceborne, which, by the way, the most hunted monster was Zenogra, most likely because of the decoration grind quest. And the least hunted monster was Brute Tigrex. Now, if you guys remember, they did the same thing back in the original Monster Hunter, where it's like, oh, the most hunted monster is the Great Jagras, the least hunted monster is Lavazioth. And what they did with it was they created like souped up versions of these monsters in a special event quest, and that quest granted you a ton of decorations. Like, guys, remember how we used to farm friggin' Great Jagras's barf? And basically whenever Great Jagras barfed, there was just like a bunch of decos in the ground. You're just like picking them up. I think it's going to be the same style of quest. And you can even see in the screenshots that they had for the Japanese Twitter. No, these actually are in the official Twitter, I think. The screenshots that they had in the official Twitter, they show that there's a bunch of decos in the ground. Not decos, but a bunch of shinies in the ground that you're picking up during both of those quests. Now, Farewell to Zenogra is going to be coming with the Fun Fright, so it's going to come on the 16th. However, the Brute Tigrex, which is the least hunted monster, that will be coming on the 23rd, so he will be replaced by Zenogra later. So if you prefer to farm your decorations off of Zenogra, you might want to get in early, because later, if you want to farm those decos, you're going to have to deal with the friggin' foghorn of monsters that is Brute Tigrex. I even remember the first times that we used to fight Brute Tigrex in Iceborne. I would get like migraines every single time because he just like bleh, bleh, bleh. Like I remember at one point I was live streaming it and I literally turned the sound off because I couldn't handle his roaring anymore. Like, it damages your hunter in the game and it damages my head in real life. But anyway, those are some of the events that I scouted ahead of time for you guys. Those are going to be interesting events that you will want to do. Did I miss anything that you would like to let other people know? Then say it in the comments section. And if I think that it is important, then I will favorite the comments so that it shows up a little bit more prominently. But yeah, if you think that there's an event that I missed out on, make sure to put it in the comments section down below. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you think it was informative, hit it up with a like. If you did not enjoy the video, hit it up with a dislike, particularly because I sang in Portuguese at the start of the video, a really bad song. So I would understand if you didn't like it. So yeah, go right ahead. It's fine. I still love you anyway. If you usually enjoy my content, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all of that jazz, and I'll see you. And goddamn, this train had to pass right now, huh? Thanks, train. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, team.